Dear White People showrunner. This person is the showrunner of a show called Dear White People. You can look at the cast right there. You know, talks that they're talking about this Netflix boycott. They're boycotting Netflix over Dave Chappelle's special, The Closer. It's not about feelings. Jacqueline Moore talks to the Hollywood Reporter about cutting ties with the platform after Chappelle's new special, The Closer. Conversation she had with a staffer after the decision. Who's making her laugh these days? This is Jacqueline Moore. Now, I am not attacking this person, right? I wanted that to be clear. My interest as a black man is the show Dear White People itself. And the fact that we have a critical race theory, Hollywood, and this show that is about, I've never seen Dear White People. I've never had an interest in seeing it. I remember seeing like a cousin or somebody was watching it on Netflix years ago. I saw like 10 seconds of it and said, nope, I'm done. Just from what I saw, just, you know, really strong black women narrative. But again, I'm not commenting on this individual's gender. I'm a little bit more interested in this person's nationality or race, because if it's outside their little tiffy, the fact that the showrunner for Dear White People was this person, it's like, I'm not shocked at all, but what kills me is that there's a lot of, like, so much of the pro-blackness and the strong black individuals have some LGBTQ Caucasian at the core of it. And it's a common thread. It's a common thing. That's the thing that's interesting me. This person's offended because they feel like Dave Chappelle said, quote unquote, transphobic and homophobic stuff. Yet this person feels absolutely comfortable contributing to the black conversation as somebody who isn't black. And isn't it funny how many people who aren't black want to tell black people what to do and how to think and normalize their belief systems? Like, all black people should be angry at the system. Dear white people, you should be wanting white people's opinion on your shit in the first place. You should, which is a bad idea for any human being, to care about validation from other people in general, let alone when you're just making this group and there's no defined leader. There's no leader of the white people or the black people. This isn't, what the fuck is this? So the idea that you need a show called Dear White People in and of itself is bullshit, right? But there's so many people who are trying to encourage black people to not care about what they think themselves, but what they purport other white people to think. This is another motherfucker who's angry either at Orange Man or capitalism or whatever the hell else, who wants to use black people as a proxy for their beliefs. And then the first chance they get, they come at a prominent black man because he said something they don't like. And this is the showrunner of Dear White People. So their offense actually legitimately offends me. I didn't see The Closer. I haven't seen it. I'm not sure the actual things that are said. But just the fact that this person was the showrunner of Dear White People, which will not get any publicity, is crazy. And isn't it crazy how these liberals just cannot wait to, if a black person gets out of line, they cannot wait to say their piece. They only care about a black person if they're getting killed by the police or if they are dying with police involvement. That's the only interest, and that's my opinion. That's my thoughts. But this behavior that I constantly see is why I think that. This is why I think that. I can't tell you. I didn't see The Closer. Maybe it is rightfully quote unquote offensive. It's comedy. And the whole point of that the Sigma meme is the shockingness of the comedy. It's supposed to be, semi-offensive. But I'm tired of these people being the leaders in the conversation of my people. And in particular, constantly encouraging black rage that they've now fetishized. Black kids in an Ivy League school. That's what it's about. So this Caucasian person knows everything about black people in the Ivy League school. And remember, they're the ones who came up with these rules that you're supposed to only write about your race, only write about your group. Yeah, this person knows everything about the black struggle of black Ivy League students. One of the biggest struggles is affirmative action, where they can succeed anywhere else in the country, but then they're in the bottom of the class. Ivy League schools. You can look at Thomas Sowell talking about that, how you have these black students who are in the top of the country in math, but the bottom of their class in the Ivy League schools because affirmative action pushed them a level higher than it should be. If they were at an adequate level, they would thrive. So that's a struggle.
At MIT, the average black student is at the top 10% nationwide in mathematics, and in the bottom 10% at MIT. And 1/4 of them don't make it. Now, when you realize how few black students at that level, to lose 1/4 of them, you can't afford that. I think there's another larger loss that you have. You have the kid who goes to a top-level school, and he wants to be a chemist or whatever, and now he gets there and he finds he cannot learn chemistry as it's taught at that school. Does not mean he can't learn chemistry. It means that if they have very high-pressure students, they can teach this stuff at a very fast rate, skipping on explanations, skipping over steps in the mathematics, and these students will all pick that up as they go along. He may find that he can't keep up with that. And so in order to survive, he switches into some easy subject, which may be some ethnic studies program or what have you. And so someone who could have gotten a first-rate education at a good college ends up getting a third-rate education at a top college, or ends up flunking out altogether.